going to bring to you a virtual version of our Night Under the Stars fundraiser and hope that you will enjoy what we provide for you. It is an absolute ball of a night. We have music, we have a live auction, we have all kinds of things, but the favorite part of the night for most people who come is to watch our Chop Style culinary competition.
So what we do is that it's just like Chopped on TV. We spread out, and you can see in the shed, we spread out a bunch of tables with food. We give the main ingredient the day before, and then the chefs just go at it. So we've connected with local schools, Dorsey, Baker, Muskegon, Port Huron has been big impact. We've always had a team from Rising Stars, and so our kids have gotten better and better. And you know, obviously Chef Austin, Chef Dan Hugler, and some other folks have helped them. But the kind of cool thing was that the year before is that our students actually won the Chop Style competition. And for, you know, just to see their faces, and I'm getting emotional, just to see these kids' faces like they won $1 million. How can that not affect you, right? How can that make me and Deb do what we do? How can we not want to do these events? Because the money that we've raised goes for these students to be better than themselves, to learn different things, to be effective, to be employed, for people to just to say, hey, you can do that, just got to try. With our sponsors, our vendors, and all those things, I mean, we haven't been successful if it wasn't for you guys.
What you're going to see in our auction, our live auction tonight, is that a lot of those chefs have offered to come to us and help us raise funds by providing meals for you catered to your house. So please support the vendors. Please support our auction. It will raise more money for the students this year. Our target for this year is to raise at least $10,000. One of the really cool things that happened through whole COVID is we were awarded a grant for to create a retail space at our school. We have never had any retail at the school, and we figured a retail was a great training area for our students. We've gotten a lot of response from the community of people who come to buy bread from our bakery. Our bakery is running. We service about 20 restaurants in the city of Detroit baking fresh bread. But one of the things that we would like to expand is our 4-acre garden that we have behind the school. We raise produce, and we need to update a little bit of the stuff in the garden so that we can raise and grow more produce to help support our community. Fresh produce is important for all the community, and there's not very much of it in Centerline where our school is located. So we figure that $10,000 we could earmark to upgrading our garden.
You don't have to be a big sponsor, right? We're a very grassroots. We started the school with nothing. You know, me and Deb don't live, we don't live in a mansion. So, you know, if it's $10, $20, it goes a long way, right? And it goes for our kids. You know, and the kind of cool thing is that being a founder, a co-founder of the school, is that me and Deb are also members of the 501c3. We can tell you, we can walk around the school and show you everything that every single dollar that has been donated to us has went. We don't have administration fees. The administrators are these two folks right here. So that, you know, you can really truly understand that your money is going for these students and for the things that we do in the school, and not just for anything else.
Rising Stars Academy is a post-secondary job skill training center for students with special needs age 18 to 26. We started in 2013 with 26 students. Currently we have 125. In our school, we have a fully functional bakery. We have a food processing plant. We have a canning room. We have a wood shop. We have a fiber arts room. We have classrooms. We have an aquaponics growing system that grows 100% organic lettuces and vegetables. We have a 4-acre garden behind the school. We have 2 greenhouses. We have 14 laying hens in a chicken coop outside. And we
plasma
have
cutters,
plasma cutter,
studios.
we have a recording studio. So we teach job skills no matter what we're teaching. We teach them skills so that they can be employed. On top of those, we have external job sites.
So some of the external job sites is that we mentioned is that, you know, that we take students out in the community, and they actually are doing an internal job site where they're learning to be on the line at Apparatus Room, or they're serving in the kitchens at Henry Ford Main Hospital downtown, or actually detailing cars at Crest Ford. And so the whole idea is that they really get an idea how it is really to have a full-time job and to learn those skills and be able to get those skills and bring them back. But also not with only that, is that we can help them when they're struggling to understand why or what they need to do to be successful. And then everybody always asks us, why do you want a recording studio? Why do you want a plasma cutter? That, we want our students to be able to think. We want them to be able to do things or dream that, the impossible. Why can't they do it? Why can't they be the next Timberland? Why can't they be the next Marshmallow? Why can't they be a CNC manufacturer? Why can't they learn how to dye yarns and make their own things and sell them? Why can't they? We want them to think. You can work with your hands. You can do those things. And so that's the cool thing about Rising Stars. That's why I like being there, because I can change every day. It's not doing the same thing all the time.
There are things that they have tried in our school that they have never, ever, ever dreamed of doing, never thought that they could do, and they're being very successful. We are 100% hands-on curriculum. We teach kids to self-advocate for themselves. If they want to try something, simply ask to try something and they can do it. And they can do that outside in the world too, not even just in the school. A job skill is what they're going to do and perform and how they are going to act while they are there being employed. So come and see us, come for a tour. Call us, sign up anytime. We will take anybody for a tour anytime. And we really appreciate you joining us for our fundraiser tonight. Hopefully you'll find a reason to be able to contribute a small amount of money to our goal of $10,000. And we really, really appreciate everything that everyone has done for us, all the partners that have stayed with us through this COVID season. And we're really, really excited to have you come next year on June 10th. 2021 and enjoy the night in this building when there's a lot more activity. So thank you very much for being with us tonight.
Good evening and welcome to Rising Stars Virtual Night Under the Stars event. We are thrilled to have you join us to support this wonderful organization, and we have an exciting evening planned just for you tonight. My name is Sean McGillen, and I'm a proud parent of a student that attends Rising Stars Academy, my son, Daniel. He has special needs, and we wanted a school that combined real work experience with practical academics. And we found it here at Rising Stars Academy. And I fell in love with this place, so I also became a board member. Now, tonight, I have the distinct pleasure of being your host, your master of ceremonies, for tonight's event. And now, I'd like to introduce you to my two co-hosts for this evening's viral event. They are the architects, the designers of this wonderful organization, Rising Stars Academy, and they are Mark and Deb Prentice.
Well, thanks, Sean. That's kind of a great introduction. I never thought of myself as an architect. I thought of myself as just a food guy, right? But that's a pretty distinct pleasure, so I'll probably have to share that with my son, that I'm a better architect than you, but thank you very much.
Well, it's all right. Tell us what your roles are here down at Rising Stars Academy.
So my particular role is that I handle most of the businesses or the culinary side of the whole entire building. So we do have a processing plant. We have a fully commercial bakery that we distribute right through the metropolitan Detroit area. We teach our kids through different culinary things. And for me, I get to do the ones that I get to be the person that gets to do the crazy stuff, gets to invent and think outside the box and do different things. And then, it just works very well for me and my wife.
All right, sounds fun. Deb?
He thinks it works well for him. He's the one who comes up with all the crazy ideas. I'm the one who comes behind and makes sure that he's compliant. I'm Debbie Prentice, and I am the superintendent of the school. I'm also known around here to most of the students as Mrs. Apprentice. I kind of like that. So I take care of most of the academic things at the school, and like he said, we work very well together. We are the founders of the school. This was his brainchild back from 2013. But we do very well together. We stay in each other's lanes. We know what we need to do. It keeps peace in the household much more than usual.
And we've been married for 15 years, right?
All right. Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
All right. Well, this evening we're going to learn all about the incredible work that's happening here at Rising Stars Academy. Mark, Deb, now let's talk a little bit about why we are raising the money for tonight. What's going on here, and how can people watching support Rising Stars Academy?
Well, since Mark has had so many crazy ideas since 2013 that we have kept up with and expanded into our 39,000 square foot building, we only have one place that we really want to focus on right now, and that's our 6-acre garden, small farm that we have out behind. We noticed this year during this pandemic that we became a food hub quickly in our area, handing out meals to many people, and that we realized that in this area that we're at, there's very few opportunities for fresh fruit and vegetables. So we want to take the money that we raise and put it in our back garden and get it so that it's sustainable and we can help the community and feed them the food that they need.
Yeah, so, like Deb said, is that, the things that we think about in the school is that, the garden is the one piece that's missing. And that everything that we think about inside the building is that it has to be sustainable. That, when Deb and myself maybe want to retire, or that when, things happen, is that especially what's going on in the world, we want to be sustainable. We want to teach our kids that, hey, it's okay to grow your own food and vegetables, that it's okay to eat them. It's okay to understand that you could spend less money and have money to do other things.
And it's also really good to be a good community member that wants to take care of members in their community and make them healthy also.
Well, I can't think of a better thing to do. Thank you so very much for that. We've got a great selection of auction items for you tonight, available for bid on our virtual silent auction. And we're going to make sure you know how to bid. It's very, very simple. All you got to do is look right below me here at the website, go onto that website, log right on there, and it's that simple. Just place your bid, and we have got some amazing list of items tonight. And Deb and Mark, can you please go over that list for us? Amazing.
So, one of the things that I'll talk about the food atmosphere, because that's what I do best, is that we have some pretty amazing chefs, 4 amazing chefs that are going to come into your house, provide some meals, and just, show their talents and their skills that they have. We're also going to do that, me and my students that have, we will prepare a meal inside the school for you. But the students that will be helping me is that 2 years ago when we were at Easter Market, our students actually won first place in the chop style competition against Baker College, Macomb, Dorsey, St. Clair. And so our kids will be providing the meal inside the school. We promise it won't be in the old school desk, but we're going to provide a meal in curtail for you.
Man.
Other things that we have is we have a personal fishing charter trip on a charter event that's up for sale. We have a gift card from Firekeepers, a life spa package from Lifetime Fitness. We have bakery item for a year from our bakery at the end of the hall, macaron baking lessons with wine pairing from our pastry chef, gift cards from Red Crown, Cork and Gable, and a gift card and Alex and Ani bracelet donated from Agnello Jewelers. But the best prize that's up for auction is my favorite. It has been an auction item since the day that we started this fundraiser 8 years ago, and that is naming rights for the chicken coop outside. We have 14 laying hens outside, and they got a brand new coop this year, and they need it to be named. So if you would like your name or maybe a loved one's name to go on the chicken coop, by all means, bid away, and that goes to the highest bidder.
So check it out. I mean, that you're sitting at home, you could have a couple glasses of wine, but when you're with your friends and say, hey, I got my name on chicken coop, what do you have? Right? Think about that thing, and then you know what, you can come and get eggs and you know that stuff, but hey, I got a chicken coop, what do you have, right?
There we go.
Well, that is exciting. All right. Throughout the evening, we are going to hear more about the auction items directly from those who are going to provide them, as well as some of the generous sponsors for Rising Stars Academy and this event. And we'd like to start with the Knights of Columbus. Deb?
The Knights of Columbus is an organization that is near and dear to my heart. My father was a 4th degree knight, and my husband is also a knight. And if those of you who don't know, the Knights of Columbus does a Tootsie Roll drive every spring and fall. You'll see them standing out on the corners with Tootsie Rolls, collecting money for people. And all the money that they raise from those Tootsie Roll drives goes to help intellectually disabled individuals. So they found out about us through the grapevine from some family members, I think. And one day we had a fall showcase a year or two ago, and some of them showed up at our fall showcase, liked what they saw so much that they brought all their wives back the next couple weeks. And we had this wonderful reception down in our bakery. And then from there, they ended up giving us a very large donation to
Or
expand.
allowed donation.
Or
Could be
allowed, and allowed us to expand our bakery to where it is today. Without their assistance, that bakery would have never come into play. So we're very, very grateful for that and for their continued support, as you will see, as you saw on our video.
Well, with that, please enjoy this message from Walter Winkle Jr. and the Michigan Knights of Columbus.
My name is Walter Winkle Jr. I am the State Deputy for the Michigan Knights of Columbus. We have over 64,000 members and over 440 councils across the state. We raise a lot of money with our Tootsie Roll program, and we use that money to help individual nonprofit organizations, specifically for mentally impaired projects. They asked us if we would help with the expansion of the bakery, and we felt that it was a great project and something that would definitely help the school in growing and educating their students.
So the kind of generous donation from the Knights of Columbus, that is in honor of my father-in-law. My father-in-law was a 4th degree knight. He was very instrumental in the Romeo Knights of Columbus. Very huge impact that he made up there, and throughout the kind of generous donations that he received, that the Knights of Columbus felt it was in honor of my father-in-law, Deb's dad, in order to be the name Don Campbell Knights of Columbus. And so remember, when you see those knights on the street and they're selling you Tootsie Rolls, make sure you kindly donate a lot of money so that they can help people in the future just like they helped us.
And thank you again to the Michigan Knights of Columbus for their support for Rising Stars. Now, I just can't believe it, but we have got some prizes that are very, very special to the team here at the school. Now, Deb, tell us about what we can expect if we win the bakery item for a year item.
Our bakery down at the other end of the building, as I think I said a few minutes ago, is supplies about 20 restaurants in the city of Detroit, their baked goods. We have a lot of different kinds of bread. We have sourdough bread, semolina bread, challah bread, marble rye bread. We have all kinds of buns, lots of buns down in our bakery. We have the account for Green Dot Stables, so we have a lot of buns that we make down there. And we also have a lot of other pastry items that we have: cinnamon rolls, macarons, cookies, scones, pretzels, all kinds of things. So with that said, if you are the highest bidder for bakery item of the year, you will get one fresh bakery item every month of your choosing. We'll have the menu posted. You can pick whatever you want. Come on down and get it and enjoy it with your family.
But just remember that our students help with the bakery, so our students are actually making the bread that you will consume. So that's a cool thing.
Very cool thing. Well, another exciting way that you can be part of the community here at Rising Stars Academy is by actually putting in a bid for the naming rights of the chicken coop, as you mentioned earlier. Now, Mark, can you explain this to me?
So we are the only people legally in the city of Sunderland to have chickens on the property. We have
It's a
12.
distinction right there.
It is. We have 12 chickens. We actually have a coop. So they're hen laying, they lay eggs. So the cool thing about it is that you get to name the rights for a chicken coop. And like I said, how cool would it be sitting around with your friends and maybe have a couple cocktails or some dinner, and everybody sits about bragging. It's like, yeah, but do you have a chicken coop? Because I do. And so the cool thing about the chicken coop is that our students learn how they take care of all those things out there. So the students take care of the chicken coop, they get the eggs, they put them in the boxes, they wash them, they learn all this stuff. But hey, who can say that they have a chicken coop?
That is true. And
They even named the chickens too.
do they name the chicken?
Yes,
Wow.
we have a rooster out in the chicken house, hen house.
Of
It's not a
course.
hen
I
house,
guess
it's got a
that's how
rooster.
you make the eggs.
But his name is Tiny, and he's not very tiny, but he's a beautiful, beautiful rooster.
Fantastic. Well, you can bid on both of these fantastic prizes right now for the next 48 hours. Both are an amazing way to support Rising Stars Academy and to be a long-term member of the community. Now, we've got another major supporter of Rising Stars Academy. This is the organization Impact 100. Deb, tell us a little bit about this group and how they work with Rising Stars Academy.
About 2 years ago, we were sent an application to apply for a grant through Impact 100 Macomb. We took a stab at it and wrote the grant application and ended up being one of the 5 finalists in the competition. Because we were one of the 5 finalists, we had to go out to an Impact 100 official meeting of 100 women, and we had to present our plan for what we were going to use the money for. And then they literally voted right there, and before you walked out that night, you knew if you were awarded the grant. We went up against some pretty heavy hitters: Easter Seals, Care House, Rainbow Connection, Anton Art Center, and then Rising Stars Academy. So we did what we needed to do. We got up and we told our story about how our school came to fruition. And it was, from what we heard it just recently, is it was almost a unanimous vote that we were awarded $106,000.
Isn't that wonderful?
With that $106,000, we were able to create the space that we're sitting in right here. This is our brand new retail space that only opened up about 2 weeks ago. And what our retail space does for our students is just amazing things, because one of our things that our students really need to work on are social skills, and it's very hard for them to just be able to walk up and talk to somebody. But we have found in our years of being here that if you put an item in their hands that they took part in making that item and had them present it to a person, they'll talk your ear off because they're very proud of what they made, and that stigmatism of talking to someone is gone.
So the cool thing about the store is that, besides, creating those social skills for our students to be able to apply for jobs, is that everything inside the school store is that things that students have made. So the cool thing about it is that whether, it doesn't matter what they made, is that it matters about the creativity that they had in order to make that product. So why not be able to showcase that, like, hey, I made that product, and so the community members can see that, because we always come with these labels. The coolest thing is that we do sell some product inside the store that we actually make from the bakery. The other cool thing is that, because we do have the farm out back, we do sell product. So we do have an EBT card where some of our community members can swipe their EBT card for produce only. But us thinking forward down the line is that if we set up a small grocery store, we could sell meals prepared to the community. So
Thinking all the time here at Rising Stars Academy. Definitely. All right. Well, now let's hear directly from the team at Impact 100.
Hi, I'm Sandra Pedigo. I'm the Vice President of Impact 100 Macomb. We're an organization of 100 women that donate a grant, a large impact grant, to Macomb County once a year. We worked with Rising Stars Academy this year to donate a large grant, and Pam is the president of Impact 100 Macomb, and she's going to talk about that.
So in 2019, we had a grant for $106,000. Rising Star Academy was one of our finalists. I think the biggest thing is it's a membership vote, so our actual memberships vote on the finalist, and they were the winner. I think the biggest thing that really struck the membership was, first of all, the history of Deb and Mark. I mean, their story is just amazing, how they came together, their family, and then how they turned their passions into this amazing organization. And so what really tugged at the heartstrings was the ability to fund a retail store that their students could actually start interacting with the public. One thing they really said was, they love to talk, and this is a way to get them assimilated into dealing with the public, working with the clientele, so that they actually can build those skills to go out and get jobs. And so we really thought this was an amazing thing. And the other thing we look for is an impact and a sustaining impact. And we knew this was going to be a retail store, it was going to be part of the school, and it would persist in the community for many years. And so it really was the exact thing that we were hoping to achieve with our organization, and Deb and Mark really brought this to life with everything they've done and how they built this amazing place.
And we plan as an organization to continue to volunteer with Rising Stars Academy, because not only do we work together to provide grants to Macomb County, but we want to bring our members in to the various organizations to volunteer. And this one is just fantastic.
Absolutely.
And thank you to Impact 100 for your commitment to Rising Stars Academy. Well, you know, with everything happening right now, who doesn't need a little self-care, right? Deb, can you tell us a bit about this amazing auction item provided by Life Spa and Mark Agnello?
Our life package from Lifetime Fitness includes a 60-minute massage, custom facial, manicure, pedicure, blowout, and a selection of goodies for you to use at your home. Our gift card from Mike Agnello is a $50 gift card along with a few Alex and Ani bracelets for a little glitz and glamour after you get that spa done.
Fantastic. Well, that all sounds amazing, and everybody deserves a good experience at the spa. That is an absolutely amazing day, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And then go get some jewelry.
There you go.
That's what I like to do.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, now I'm excited to hear about these dinners being auctioned off. I am a foodie, and if you are a foodie, you've got to get to that bid site, and it is right below me, right here. You've got to see the wonderful items that are on there. We've covered a few, but Mark, I'm really excited about these dinners. Go right ahead.
So the first one up for bid is from my friend Brandon Zarb, the chef de cuisine down at the Detroit Athletic Club. Brandon Zarb is a former paraprofessional here at the school, former executive chef of Public House and Imperial. So Chef Brandon is going to come into your house, provide you with a 6-course meal with a wine pairing, and he's going to come in during COVID with restrictions and create all this crazy stuff for you. So I mean, just think about that, a personal chef coming in and cooking not a 2-course, but a 6-course meal.
Wow. You know, I have always wanted a personal chef, I got to tell you.
Then there you go, just
donate. That's one of my dreams, baby, right there. I love that. Okay. Well, let's hear directly from Chef Brandon about his offering for Rising Stars Academy.
Hi, my name is Brandon Zarb. I'm the chef de cuisine at the Detroit Athletic Club, but I used to be a culinary paraprofessional here at Rising Stars Academy. I'm now currently still involved as a volunteer. I came here in kind of a transitional phase during my career, and I value my time here greatly. I learned so much about the students and helping them grow, and I learned a lot about myself and grew as a person as well. And I'm happy to continue giving back for this auction. I'm offering a 6-course dinner in your home, menu of your choosing, to support Rising Stars Academy in the virtual event. We're starting out with a minimum bid. We've got a wine pairing as well available if you'd like it, and we're very flexible on the menu. Please join me in supporting Rising Stars Academy by donating towards this wonderful cause.
And thank you, Chef Brandon. Boy, I am sure that is going to be an amazing meal. All right, well, Rising Stars Academy has some amazing partners as well who have helped make this event and the school's programming possible. Deb, Mark, I'd love to hear about the organizations that have helped make this night possible.
Well, Sean, with many organizations that I'm going to talk about, a couple of organizations that help us. Keller Williams Lakeside, Dave Claft has been a sponsor of us for many years. Dave also brings his realtors out, and his realtors are happy to do May Day, so they come out and help us clean the garden and work with our students and develop relationships. The other one that is M&L Shaner, which they're a construction company, but they're like a family. So they come out and they do some construction in the building, but they make sure that not only is everything perfect because they love our kids and love the building, but they also give back to us as well.
That's absolutely terrific. Well, our next prize tonight takes place right here in the school. and it's by executive pastry chef Andy Campbell. He's one of our own, correct?
Yes, he is.
That's fantastic. Well, let's see. Mark, you want to talk a little bit about what Chef Andy's got in store?
So Chef Andy has a macaroons, which to me is just like a miniature cookie, but it's, French, so it's, very delicate, very,
Is that
precise.
the correct pronunciation?
Macarons. I thought it was
Macaron.
macaroons.
I thought it was
right?
macaron. I always grew up with macaroons. so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what-
So macarons and doing a wine pairing. So they're actually going to be in the building. They're going to learn how to make macarons. You're going to be allowed to take those products home, and you know what? That some of the people are going to be able to taste a little wine to pair along with your macarons.
Wow.
So Chef Andy's going to 8 people. So just think about that, right? If you want to get your wife out of the house, have her go eat some cookies and some wine.
Sure.
We can do whatever we want to do.
Absolutely. Are you hearing that, Dan? Good. All right. The operative word out of the house. Anyway, yeah, the next prize tonight is amazing, but it is this macaron baking class, and we're going to hear all about it from Chef Andy Campbell right here.
Hi, I'm Chef Andy. I am the executive pastry chef here at Rising Stars Academy. I've been here about 1.5 years, and my favorite part is working with the students. They are so eager and so appreciative of everything. They get to come down and work with me every day in the bakery and help with our daily production, and they just enjoy learning and have a great time in here. My auction item tonight is a macaron making class and wine for up to 8 people. So please donate and come join me, and let's have a fun night.
Well, we have a very special treat tonight for all of you out there, and it certainly is a special treat for us too. We have Super Bowl champion Greg Jones in the house.
How you doing,
my
man?
man?
Good to see you.
You all right?
It's
How you
great.
doing, man?
Holy
Good to see you.
cow.
Good to see you.
Thanks for coming
Look
in.
at those rings, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Whew,
This is for
really?
you. I brought these for you.
Get out of here.
They're not for donation, though, but
Oh my God.
they are for you
Let's
to look at.
at
Can't
this.
put them
This
up
is
for
the
auction?
No, but what I'm going to do is I'm putting one of my training sessions up for auction to go back. It's valued at $240 for 8 sessions with me, whether it be speed and agility training, strength and conditioning, either one of those two. I would like to go ahead and offer that up. Seriously, that's from me, guys.
Thank you. We
Thanks,
appreciate
Greg,
that for
very
sure.
much.
And I cannot wait to come back, and I want to cook so bad. I'm so excited.
All right.
I want to go back. Yes.
That's fantastic. We've got a Big Ten championship ring right here.
Yep.
And we've got, I've never worn a Super Bowl ring in my life. This is this is the thrill
I've
for
never
me.
been
I
to a
wanna
Super
give-
Bowl in my life.
You
Pretty
gotta
cool.
feel the weight of these rings.
I'm
Absolutely
sure.
amazing.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Way
Take a look
cool.
at those. So you are also a MSU alum. So go green.
Go white.
All right. That's
Yeah.
my man right there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, Greg, tell us a little bit about how you have a connection here at Rising Stars Academy.
Yeah, so our connection, I'm with a company called Positive U. Positive U is a social, emotional learning company that we help. We go around to inner cities and high schools to help them out with social and emotional learning, so that way they can better operate within their community as well too. Our connection with Rising Stars Academy is to honestly just help out in any way we possibly can. Anytime we get an opportunity to help out a great cause, that's what we want to do. Please donate. Please donate. Take the time, take your money, and put it where it's needed most. You know, our inner cities, we need it. The kids need it. This is just such a great opportunity. And on top of the fact, I love to cook, so it's personal for me as well too. I just think this is a great opportunity to donate and be a part of something very special.
Now, Greg, tell me something. We were talking about your rings.
Yes.
You did something very, very special after you won the Super Bowl
Yeah,
with Eli Manning and company, right?
Eli, yeah, Easy, yeah.
So you actually proposed
I did.
to your wife.
I did propose to my wife after we won the Super Bowl because I thought nobody would be looking, and I was wrong. And it actually got a lot of national attention as well too. But you know, best day of my life, and we've been together for 10 years now, and 3 beautiful kids.
Oh, wonderful.
1 daughter, 2 boys, and yeah, they're everything. So Yeah, it was a pretty special moment, and I was nervous because she cried for so long when I was on one knee that she's going to say no, but
Yeah,
story is good.
fun.
She said yes, so yeah, no, it's honestly it's been amazing, but yeah, that was a really cool time.
Well, I like that.
Great.
You got your ring, she got her ring.
That's right. We all got rings. Everybody
Right on.
got rings.
All right. Well, thank you for being such a friend.
Of course.
To Rising Stars
Of
Academy.
course.
We sure do appreciate your support.
Yes.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
Appreciate it.
World champion Greg Jones right there. All right. Now, let's see. We want to thank all the people that support Rising Stars Academy, but you can support Rising Stars Academy too just by using that website right there. That website right on the bottom. Go ahead and put that in your computer and bid. We sure would appreciate it. All right. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we got another chef dinner. And I love those chef dinners. So tell me, Deb, we've got a chef dinner here from Chef Austin. What's he going to be offering tonight?
Chef Austin is the chef de cuisine at the Apparatus Room Foundation Hotel downtown. A young chef who came to us probably about a year and a half ago called up and said, I really kind of like what you're doing at the school. Can I come and help? And for the longest time, Austin would show up a couple days a week and just go into the kitchen and cook with the kids. Had the best time making things like macaroni and cheese, or one of his high-end appetizers that he made at the Apparatus Room. He would make it for the kids and let them taste it. So Austin is also offering a 6-course meal at your house, a meal of your choice. He will talk to you about setting up the meal, and it comes with a wine pairing. So if you would like, if you've ever been to the Apparatus Room, the food is fabulous, and he will bring that food right to your home.
Well, thank you very much, Deb. Let's hear from Chef Austin.
Hi, I'm Austin Covert. I am the chef de cuisine at the Apparatus Room in the Detroit Foundation Hotel downtown. When Mark asked me to do a dinner, I could not jump on it fast enough. This is an opportunity for me to do 6 courses and really highlight what I've been working on the last couple of months. I've been with Rising Stars for about 2.5 years now. We actually bring in some of the students on Mondays and Thursdays, and they actually come in and help prep the majority of the dishes that we prepare on a daily basis. I teach in cooking classes, and it has been one of the great pleasures of my life. When I was away, I worked in New York and in Chicago in a couple Michelin star restaurants, and it really never gave me the opportunity to have a platform like this, a platform to give back and a platform to really not only make an impact on somebody else, but for them to make an impact on my life as well. So if you would allow me to cook into your house or into your home, I would love to prepare 6 courses that really can kind of highlight what I feel would represent the farmer and the people well. So we've had all these ideas and all this prep and all these opportunities, and I'd love to share that with you guys.
Boy, these dinners sound so decadent, let me tell you.
They are really good.
Thank you so much, Chef Austin. We greatly appreciate you and your offering this evening. Now, I want to remind everybody how easy it is to bid on these dinners and all the great prizes tonight. It's just been a fabulous night already. And again, it's that website on the bottom of your screen there. So don't forget, this website bidding stops on Saturday at 7 p.m. So you've got a little less than 48 hours to do your bidding, but keep bidding. Just keep on bidding. It's just like the 70s. Keep on trucking, keep on bidding, right? Okay. All right, well, let's see what we got coming up here. We have got, Deb, you're going to tell us about some of these auction items that are coming up.
Well, the one I'm going to tell you about right now is Cork and Gable. Cork and Gable is a restaurant in Corktown. Really cool place to go to. One of my favorite, the food at Cork and Gable is fabulous. But one of my coolest favorite thing about it is the entryway when you go in. There's like this round entryway, and I'm a farm girl. I grew up on a farm, and this round entryway at Cork and Gable reminds me of a silo. It's just like a silo, but
Just
it's
like
all,
home.
I know, just like home. But it's
Everything
painted in
should be
graffiti and everything, and I took my granddaughters and they thought it was a stage and they could dance and it would echo, and that's way cool. But Cork and Gable's got fabulous, fabulous food, and they're offering a $50 gift card that's up for auction, so please bid on that.
All right, use that website on the bottom of your screen. Mark, I understand that the next prize is a Polish dinner, and it's by your nephew.
It is. So my nephew is the culinary director for Haarlem Hospitality, which is prime and proper Townhouse Detroit in downtown Birmingham. So Ryan is going to offer you a traditional Polish dinner cooked at your house. So one of the cool things is that first that my brother and sister-in-law need to donate some big funds so that Ryan can cook for us. But we always argue about when it's Christmas time about pierogies. So our pierogies are world famous. Ryan still thinks he can make them better than Uncle Mark, but Ryan doesn't have the advantage that I did that I made it with my grandmother. So Ryan's going to come in, and Ryan's going to actually do a Polish dinner for us at all. So I'm really grateful for him to do that.
That is sounds absolutely incredible. Let's hear a bit more from Chef Ryan.
My name is Ryan Prentice. I am the culinary director for Heirloom Hospitality in Detroit. We run Townhouse Birmingham, Townhouse Detroit, and Prime and Proper. I am also Mark Prentice's nephew. So what I'm offering today is a Polish dinner cooked in your own home for 6. That's something that I've shared with Mark over the years many times, and I really hope to be able to share it with some of you and do something really great for Rising Stars Academy. So please bid today and raise some funds for this wonderful organization that helps all of these really awesome kids.
Well, it is official. I am hungry for pierogies. Thank you, Chef Ryan. All right, next, we have another prize for those looking to have a fun night out. Deb, tell us a little bit about what's being offered from our friends at Firekeepers Casino and Hotel.
So Firekeepers Casino and Hotel has graciously given a $250 gift card that could be used in the hotel, casino, or restaurant. They have supported our school for the last couple of years at our Night Under the Stars, and we've had a lot of people who bid on that card because it seems to be a very good, fun place to go.
That's terrific. All right, that sounds like a lot of fun. And now, let's hear about another fun night out. This is a party at your home with the Drunken Rooster food truck. Mark, you're going to have to handle this one.
I will. So the Drunken Food Truck Drunken Rooster is by our friend Chef Hassan Musalani. Chef Hassan is also a current parapro that's probably been with us for 5 years. So Chef Hassan is going to bring his food truck to your house and cook for 20 people. And so Chef Hassan is known pretty much around the Detroit metropolitan area with tacos, and he makes these things that probably my favorite is the tar fries. So Chef Hassan is going to come and bring them out and bring it to your and cook for 20 people. But the cool thing that about all of our people that have offered have been here, from Chef Austin to Chef Brandon to Chef Ryan and Chef Hassan, the coolest thing is that they like working with our kids. But the first thing that they asked me is like, Chef, and they call me Chef, and these guys have more talent in their left finger than I have in my body. They're like, hey, are we gonna eat sloppy joes and tater tots with the kids today? Right, so that's the coolest thing for me, and we appreciated that all these gentlemen offered their fine talents for us for sure.
That is excellent. Well, let's hear from Chef Hassan.
Hey, I'm Chef Haas with the Drunken Rooster food truck. I also work at Rising Stars Academy in the off season. I never thought I'd be doing something like this, but now it's like probably one of the best things I've ever done in my life. And we're here doing the Night Under the Stars. I'm auctioning off the dinner with the food truck for 20 people at your house. We'll bring the food truck and we'll make our tacos and fries and Mexican street corn for 2 hours. Have a good time, we'll hang out and just join us in supporting Rising Stars and the good cause, and hopefully we can all have a great time together. Thank you.
And Thank you so much, Chef Hassan. Now, Mark, we got another great auction item here from Red Crown. Can you tell us a little bit about what they're offering?
Yeah, so Red Crown in Grosse Pointe is one of our vendors that buy our bread and support us. So they are offering a basket of wine along with a gift card for $100, and they're going to share their talents, and we appreciate from the Cotton family and Chef Brian from Red Crown. But the cool thing about Red Crown is they actually employ 2 of our students out of Rising Stars Academy.
Terrific.
So that's a great thing, and we appreciate all the things that Red Crown and Chef Brian and Mrs. Cotton, the Cotton family, has done for us.
That sounds great. Wonderful, wonderful. Great to have great people supporting the community.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, right now, speaking of supporting the communities, there's a very special sponsor that has been supporting our community right here. We want to highlight one of the earliest and most influential supporters of Rising Stars. Deb, Mark have worked incredibly hard to make their dream a reality here with this school, and Weingards has really contributed from the very beginning. Is that not right, Deb?
Yes, they have.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
So back in 2012, when this was just a plan on a sheet of paper approved by the state of Michigan, we contacted the Weingards Family Foundation and asked if they would be willing to support, and told them what we were up to, and they jumped on the bandwagon because they liked the mission and the dream that Mark and I had. And from early on, the family has supported us 100%. In fact, one of my favorite stories is the very first year we had what we called a culinary showcase in the fall. And it was like 3 months after we opened the school, so we didn't have, we had like 26 kids at the time. We didn't have very many students, and all the students were cooking, and you paid $20 and you came in and you got to eat for the whole night, and it was a really fun night. Well, when the Weingards family offers to support an organization like ours, they don't just support financially, they support with the entire family shows up to support every function. So they all came that night, and they looked out in the back, and we're looking at the farm and everything, and the night went on, and it was a late night, and Chef and I went home, and the next morning he gets up right away and says, "I'm going back to the school," and I'm like, "Why?" And he said, "Well, there's some things to clean up," and I said, "Okay, have fun with that." And he went on his way. And on the way out, he said to me, "Hey, honey, I had a dream last night. Somebody donated a tractor." And I went, "Yeah, honey, keep dreaming, keep dreaming." And when he walked back in, he was in tears and showed me an email on his cell phone that the Weingards family donated a $30,000 tractor complete with a 60-inch rototiller and a scoop on the front. And that's what started our garden. And the Weingards family has continued to support us time and time again. And they were very instrumental in money to help us start the businesses at the other end of the building, and they're always there just to support you as a person at an event, or they're very good business people and to support us in business ventures. So we are very, very blessed to have them as part of Rising Stars Academy.
It sure sounds like it. Well, let's hear more about this company who has been so instrumental in the growth of Rising Stars Academy.
I'm Dan Weingarts, president of Weingarts Supply, and just really excited to talk to you a little bit today about our involvement with Rising Stars. We really started with Rising Stars about 7 years ago when there was a need for a tractor for the urban garden, and so that's kind of in our wheelhouse. And Mark and Debbie had some connections to us through some family, and so we got a chance to come down and see what was going on, and we were just kind of blown away with the activities here and the way that they serve their clients and their students. And so every person is born with human dignity, and they've got talents and abilities that are designed to be shared with the world, that we're meant to kind of find those things, and just some of our brothers and sisters need a little bit more help in recognizing those and finding those kind of talents that might be a little bit more locked up. And so through the classes, and then being able to learn a skill, and then being able to translate that into things that are productive for themselves and for the community, it's just really something that we've been honored to be a part of for all this time, and we continue to support Rising Stars, and we would encourage everyone to kind of look in your heart and look to see what opportunities you might have to help this wonderful organization as they continue to unbelievably grow and the way that they continue to help their students. And we'd ask everybody to kind of look into your heart and see if there's ways that you might be able to help. And so if there's any way that you can help this organization, please help us as they continue to help their students.
And we would like to say thank you, a very huge thank you, to Weingarts for their continued support of the work that is happening here at Rising Stars Academy. Well, our next prize is very, very special. The students at Rising Stars Academy get world-class professional training. And this auction item gives them a chance to shine. Now, Mark, tell us all about this one, because I know that this is near and dear to your heart.
It is, very much so. So that myself and a couple students will actually cook inside the school for 6 people. We promise that you won't have to sit in the desk like, back in the school days. And so the cool thing about it is that, what our kids do is that, what people don't realize is that, our kids, a couple years ago, they won chop style competition at Easter Market. So they competed against Baker College, Dorsey, Macomb, St. Clair Tech, and so they actually won first place. So can you imagine the smile on the kid's face from the earlier video?
That's beautiful.
So our world-class chefs and myself, we're going to actually cook dinner for you inside the school.
Amazing. That is amazing. You got a bid on that one. You really do. It's going to be just a really, really special night. So definitely use that website on the bottom of your screen. Now, we have one more auction item video for you. And this one is really cool, Deb. I got to tell you. Can you tell us a little bit about the personal fish charter that is going to be offered tonight?
I can. It is offered by Captain Z's Fish Charter. Captain Z happens to be a good friend of mine, a teacher in another district where I was at, and he is so passionate about fishing. He is out on that boat all the time. On the Detroit River, St. Clair, he comes in with catching a max every time he takes a group out there. He was even featured on Michigan Outdoors not too long ago. I think the link is on our website.
How cool is that?
And so he is a great fisherman. He's very passionate about what he does. And this is probably the 3rd or 4th year that he has donated. Fourth year, he has donated this as an auction item, and every time we get some awesome stories that come back from being on that boat. So we're very happy to have him on our auction floor again.
All right. Well, here's a little more about Captain Z's Fish Charter.
Hi folks, this is Captain Z with Captain Z Fishing Charters, and I want to talk for a minute about Rising Stars Academy. So I've known Deb and Mark for several years now, and I've been donating my fishing charters for them for the last 5 years. And I really appreciate what they do for the special needs community in our area. And I think that the Rising Stars Academy is an invaluable school, and it's a great organization that I really stand behind, and I encourage everyone to support them with everything you can. So let me talk about a little bit about our fishing charters. So every year at the Night Under the Stars, I donate a fishing charter for up to 4 people, and we go walleye fishing here on the Detroit River or on Lake St. Clair. And you're guaranteed to have a great time, catch some fish, and hopefully have memories that'll last a lifetime. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you guys soon. And remember, Rising Stars Academy and Captain Z Fishing Charters.
All right, what a fun outing with Captain Z, providing such a unique and fun item for tonight's auction, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I can't say that there isn't anything fishy about that auction item.
No, I think that for sure.
When you were telling me things, you were really reeling me in. I was really
Yeah.
lured in. Can I stop this now?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we better.
I want to reel the crowd in with giving you another reminder that Greg Jones just offered a auction item to be put on our platform, and we just put it on for strength and conditioning, speed and agility training, personal training with him. So any of you who are wanting to get in shape, jump on and bid on that auction item. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun.
All right. Well, we're going to wind down our presentation here tonight, and I'd like to remind you that you have until Saturday at 7 p.m. to keep bidding. But after 7 p.m., we're all done. All right? So you've got a lot of time to bid on all of the fabulous and incredibly unique items that we have talked about tonight. And they are really one of a kind, and some you can't even find anywhere in the world, just right here. So definitely bid on these amazing items. Now, oh boy, I tell you, it has been a fantastic night. We've had a lot of fun. You know, gosh, Super Bowl champion.
Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, Super Bowl rings. I got to put them on.
I know.
Oh, that was like a kid in a candy shop. I just love that. All right. I love Greg Jones. Isn't he great?
Good guy.
He's a great guy.
He is
Great
a
guy.
wonderful...
Sean, you got to spend the night with me.
Well, you know, that is, you know, I'd like to bid on that, because that is an amazing thing right there. All right, now, you have just a wonderful academy here, and I want to thank you so much. And, you know, Daniel is thriving, and we appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we just have a few more minutes, and we'd like to talk about what is next for Rising Stars Academy. And how about these funds that we're raising for tonight's event? Where are those funds going to go?
So those funds are going to go for the outside garden that we need to update in the back. So it's going to go to help us design, create, and so it is a sustainable garden, so that we can actually do the things that we want to do and teach our students about growing food, about eating fresh food, and about learning how that they can manage that with their budget and spend the money somewhere else.
That sounds great. Well, I'd like to thank everyone who provided an auction item tonight. I'd like to thank the sponsors of Weingards, KW Lakeside, and ML Shaner Construction. And I would like to thank everyone who joined us this evening. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for your bids. And I also want to thank you guys too. Deb, Mark, it's really been a pleasure being with you this evening.
This was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, and maybe we'll do it again sometime. You've got some final comments, I believe.
Final comments are, if you can be like our sponsors asked on the tape and find it in your heart to support anything to Rising Stars Academy, any small donation will be put to good use, to put directly to the students who are here and the opportunities that we provide for them. Although we had fun tonight and we enjoyed this, it was a little out of our comfort zone, which I think we've all been kind of out of our comfort zone since March this year.
We sure have.
So we're hoping next year, God and the Governor willing, we will be back at Eastern Market Shed 3 on June 10th. So please mark your calendars for June 10th next year, and we'll be back with our vendors and our music and our culinary competition, and we will provide you with an evening that was maybe slightly a little bit more entertaining than what we were this evening.
So for myself and Deb and for my students, we want to thank all of you for kindly not only generating donations, but generating your time, believing us. I am one of the most blessed person in the whole wide world, that I get to help change kids' lives and help them do things. And then besides that, I get to work with my wife every day, so I'm a blessed person.
Absolutely. Couldn't say it better myself.
And thank you very much, Sean, for being a great MC.
Thank you so much. That's very kind.
You're quite welcome.
All right. Well, that about wraps it up for us here at Rising Stars Academy. Remember, you have until Saturday at 7 p.m. to bid. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.